The best money secret I ever learned is, not everything is worth saving on. You've probably heard the phrase "a penny saved is a penny earned," but what if I told you that relentless saving might be costing you more than you think? Welcome to the dark side of frugality, the side of saving money that no one talks about. Today, we're uncovering the hidden costs of living too frugally. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand how to save smarter, not harder. And if you haven't already, check out our last video, Why Most People Will Never Be Rich and How You Can Avoid It. It goes hand in hand with today's topic, exploring why the wrong mindset about money might be holding you back. Part 1. Frugality versus happiness. Where's the line? Frugality can feel empowering. There's nothing wrong with being conscious of your spending, but what happens when saving money starts to rob you of joy? There's a fine line between being smart with your money and letting the pursuit of savings dominate your life. Consider this. You skip your favorite coffee because it's too expensive. Over time, you might think you're winning the savings game, but what are you really giving up? The small pleasures in life add up too, and constantly depriving yourself could lead to burnout. Studies have shown that consistently depriving yourself of the things that bring happiness, even if they're small, can lead to dissatisfaction, depression, and an unhealthy relationship with money. Have you ever cut out something you loved, only to regret it later? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Part 2. Time is money, but frugality wastes time. Let's talk about something many frugal people don't realize. Time is just as valuable as money, if not more. Imagine spending hours clipping coupons or driving around to multiple stores for the lowest prices. Sure, you might save a few bucks, but what about the time you sacrifice to get those deals? The time you spend chasing deals could be spent earning more money, improving your skills, or even relaxing. Time that you can never get back. Is saving $10 on groceries worth 2 hours of your day? Probably not, but this is a trap many people fall into in the name of frugality. The dark side of frugality often makes you forget to value your own time. If you ever find yourself wondering whether an activity is worth it, think about how much your time is worth per hour. It could change how you approach your spending habits. And don't forget, this ties into our last video, Why Most People Will Never Be Rich and How You Can Avoid It. In that video, we talked about how people are so caught up in saving that they miss bigger opportunities for growth. Watch that video if you haven't already because it explains how to break out of this mindset and start making real financial progress. Part 3. False economy. The high cost of cheap. One of the harsh truths about frugality is that sometimes trying to save money means you spend more in the long run. This is known as the false economy. Buying cheaper items that don't last as long. A pair of shoes that cost $20 might seem like a steal, but if they fall apart in a few months and you need to replace them, you'll end up spending more than if you bought a higher quality pair in the first place. It's not just about shoes. The same goes for electronics, home appliances, even cars. Sometimes spending a little more upfront for quality items can save you money, time, and frustration down the road. But frugality often blinds people to this reality. The key takeaway: don't be cheap, be wise. Prioritize spending on things that offer long-term value. Part 4. Social costs of extreme frugality. Frugality can also have a social impact. While it's great to be responsible with your money, constantly saying no to social gatherings or avoiding activities with friends and family because they cost money can strain relationships. You might be missing out on experiences, memories, and even opportunities to bond with others. People might start to feel uncomfortable inviting you places if they think you'll always be focused on the cost. In the long run, isolating yourself for the sake of saving could lead to loneliness, and ironically, the emotional toll might result in poor financial decisions down the line, like splurging when you feel deprived. What's more important to you, experiences or savings? Let me know in the comments. Part 5. Frugality and mental health. The stress factor. Frugality can lead to a lot of mental stress, especially when it becomes obsessive. If you're constantly worried about how much things cost or whether you're getting the best deal, it can create a mental burden that weighs on you over time. Instead of feeling empowered, you end up feeling anxious, stressed, or even guilty about spending any money at all. It's not just about the financial stress. Frugality can breed scarcity thinking, where you're always focused on what you don't have rather than appreciating what you do. This mentality can prevent you from taking calculated risks, pursuing new opportunities, or investing in yourself because you're too focused on the short-term costs. The truth is, while saving money is important, financial health also means having a healthy mindset around money. Don't let frugality control you. Instead, use it as a tool to empower you. Part 6. The hidden costs of DIY everything. Another dark side of frugality is the belief that doing everything yourself will save you money. While it's great to be resourceful, some tasks are best left to professionals. Whether it's fixing a leaking pipe, doing your own taxes, or attempting to repair your car, there are some areas where the learning curve or potential mistakes can end up costing you much more than paying an expert up front. The internet has made DIY culture more accessible, but not all advice or instructions are one size fits all. There's nothing wrong with knowing your limits and recognizing that outsourcing certain tasks can actually save you money and time in the long run. Have you ever tried to DIY something and ended up regretting it? Share your experience below. Part 7. The fear of spending. When frugality becomes a limitation, there's another hidden aspect of frugality. It can create a fear of spending. When you're so focused on saving every penny, even necessary expenses start to feel like a burden. You might put off buying things you truly need or investing in opportunities that could improve your life because you're too focused on preserving your money. This fear can limit your potential for growth. Whether it's investing in a course to improve your skills or buying tools that could increase your productivity, being too frugal can stop you from making the decisions that will eventually lead to financial success. The mindset here should shift from how much can I save to how much can I gain. Sometimes strategic spending is what unlocks new levels of success. Part 8. Final thoughts. Balance is key. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Frugality is not the enemy, but it should never become the driving force of your life. Saving money is essential, but so is enjoying the fruits of your labor, investing in quality, and maintaining a healthy social and emotional life. It's about balance, spending wisely but not excessively, saving without becoming obsessive, and making sure that your time, relationships, and mental health are just as important as the money in your bank account. And don't forget, your journey doesn't stop here. The next video, 10 financial lies you've been told your whole life, is going to reveal some truths that could transform the way you think about money forever. These are lies that keep people stuck in financial mediocrity, and if you want to break free, this is the video you need to watch next. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. If this video made you rethink your relationship with frugality, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on our next video.